It's been a fast-paced week. The days are longer, we're cramming more in. I'm down here tonight to pack because in the morning we head down in the direction of Portland. We're actually going down to complete the largest sale this year. We like Portland. Any place that has a motto of keep Portland weird, we like that. I'll probably take a little footage while we're down there. On the way, we're going to make some stops. For instance, Rose has decided she's going to return that very first bird bath fountain, the one that came in from the drop shipper. I told him, I said, I don't want to take it 3 towns over to have it packed up at a UPS store. We don't have one. So he issued the return. And he said, when you get the chance, please drop it off when it meshes with your travel plans. Giving you the refund before you've done what they expect, that pretty much meant that I could simply keep the item and the refund. But Rose and I don't really work that way. We try to play fair. And even though that guy was a drop shipper in violation, I wrapped up the package in the original Amazon paper bag, put the label on it the seller provided, and we will drop it off at our local franchise. Because if I've already packed it and labeled it, they will take it and turn it over to the UPS driver when he stops in. Yeah, they're not an actual UPS facility, but they interface for UPS and FedEx and USPS. And I like to stop in and chat with those guys from time to time. Though I see them a lot less these days now that I'm not shipping so many large items. So I started this morning, coffee as usual with Rose, and I then edited a couple of videos that I've had in the editor for a couple of days now. The first one was getting Rose to talk about her recent purchases on eBay. The other video, which I'll probably release in the morning before we hit the road, because yes, tomorrow's a road trip again. That one's about a road trip we made a few days ago up to Renton to do an auction pickup. Tomorrow it's a little different. We're headed south, and it's not an auction pickup. We're actually going down to complete the largest sale this year. We're going down to almost the Washington state line to sign the paperwork to sell agate to a developer. Yep, we're done with our off-site storage. I've got a video in the works that shows the last trip over there to clean out the scrap metal in the trash and that 3-wheeler to get it out of there. Those are what's in the editor this afternoon. I'm actually working on the 3-wheeler project. That started back in November because I bought it when I had a wrist surgery and it's been sitting. But the way I tend to film and the way our lives as resellers work, events tend to be integrated. There we go, integrated. You sometimes see the edited versions when I want to talk about a specific topic, but sometimes I have to split the videos. For instance, because I finished the wrap up for the scooter, the iRanch today, I sat out on the porch after coffee and I talked about looking back at why we bought it and of course some of the issues with assembling it, where it came from, what a reseller could do with it, and perhaps even an opportunity for a reseller to get into a side hustle business, buying, assembling, and selling like this. Maybe not this particular item, but something that there is demand for. As I uploaded the raw footage regarding the 3-wheeled blue scooter, I had over 4 hours of raw footage. Now the natural tendency will be to edit some of that down and end up with 3 hours, but even so, that's a long video. And because of the way we tend to live our life and make videos, the titles, the topics end up merged a bit. Part of the video footage related to cleaning up and selling agate, because of course the scooter had to come out of there to sell agate. Because when I started the assembly, I couldn't find a good video on this build. And I turned to YouTube, but still I was getting some general information. And it's kind of the way many searches work out for us. You know, you start with a topic, you get an overview video. And then as you begin to learn more, you know, who made it, what its models were, you can narrow down what you put in the search engine. It's kind of like shopping on eBay. And eventually I got to some pretty good videos about building 3-wheeled cargo trucks, which is what they call that. And I narrowed it down to a couple that were pretty close to mine. But none of them were comprehensive. None of them covered all the things I had to resolve to do the build. So along the way, I took a little more footage, and I'm going to borrow some footage from the other builds, and I'm going to make a rather long video on the topic. The people who might be interested in clearing out off-site storage and selling off property aren't likely the ones who need a detailed build about putting a three-wheeled iRanch electric scooter together. So the natural tendency is going to be to split that 3+ hours of video down into a couple more useful videos that can stand alone. I'm going to get this pack, nothing particularly special about it. I'll change the bag, put it in some bubble, put the bubble in a box, get it on its way. People who like the speed you deliver will give you positive feedback in more cases. So I'm going to get this one lone late night sale packed so it can go out in the box in the morning. That one stray packing is done. Yep, my haircut is fresh. Yep, I guess Rose wanted me to look good to go down there and collect that big payment from the escrow check. And of course, the other reason I'm late tonight, I had an auction that started closing about 6. So I had to delay my haircut to put in some bids at an auction. So yeah, we try to pack in more in the long days of summer, those dog days of summer. And it was hot again. It's actually hotter in here than it is outside now that the sun is setting. Other people are out there working hard in that sunshine. We walked over last night because they had set a new little build across the street and down the road for one of the smallest homes I've ever seen, at least here in the U.S. Well, today, on one of the hottest days of the year so far, they set a little trailer in the neighborhood. Now, because of the creek behind that place, that's one of the smallest lots in our neighborhood. We've seen a lot of small homes living overseas, but this one's just down the road. And I'm curious, when they do the open house, this one I'd like to see the inside of, because if they're calling it a 2-bedroom, I'm wondering where that other bedroom is. And that got us chatting with a neighbor while we were out there looking around on the property of that build. They pushed the dirt into a pile. They put in the septic field over here. In the back, you can see they set a whale for propane tank, and that is a tiny place. Now, this is a different guy than the one we sold agate to, but it appears they also set modulars and mobiles up in communities like ours. Yeah, it's tiny. They poured a slab for this set, which I think actually makes sense because it makes the leveling much, much easier. But they'll cut off the tongue, and then this is all they have for a driveway yard. Over here, I guess once they level it all and regrade it, they can get a little bit of grassy area around all the drain field and tanks. But yeah, interesting. Oh, it looks like it might have some sort of a propane wood stove type back there. See the roof? And of course, these are 4 axles these days. So down above the door, you can see right there some sort of a chimney. And that kind of matches up with the propane tank. Yep, definitely some propane going on here, which is unusual for this type of a set in this neighborhood. But yeah, they'll level it, they'll put on some skirting, steps, maybe a little deck. But this was a tiny lot. Yeah, there are the septic tanks. Behind it will be the drain field. And over here, just a few windows. And of course, Rosie wants to peek in the windows. You can probably see in that one there. No window back here. So they face the window to the front.
Yeah, and this is where I'd want my window.
Right. An interesting arrangement. Rose peeked in that front window, and whatever that room is, it has a closet. But it's only about 8 feet deep in the width of the unit. Kid's bedroom, probably. Yeah, over there, of course, a yurt on the next lot. Drainage outflow and sump, probably. And there, of course, runs down to the creek. So they probably circled the whole perimeter of that slab with drain pipe. We're ready to hit the road. You enjoy your evening, whatever you're up to. Say goodnight, Gracie. Rosie's got the car out. Travel cups full of fresh coffee. What's today? Today is payday.